Happy Saturday morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Hi, it's me. What's up, Ed? Yeah, Ed. Look, normally I'm late because I'm just late. Like, you know, I'm messing around with something or whatever. I literally passed out in my living room in my lazy boy and woke up 10 minutes ago. And I was thinking I was going to sleep for like 30 minutes after dinner, which was around, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours ago. And I just fell right out. Woke up and was like, what the heck time is it? Oh, man. This is kind of loud. Yeah, I woke up and I was just thinking to myself, oh, yeah, I got time. It's got to be like, around 9 o'clock or something, 9:30. And it was 10 to 11, which is, it's only 11:13 now. So, yeah. At least I got up. Who do we got here? We got, I don't know how you say that. Lilm Boy? Hi, new here? Hey, what's up, man? Eduardo, what's going on, Eduardo? Welcome to the Friday night, almost Saturday morning craft and chill stream. I don't even know what we're crafting. You think I'm not prepared normally. I'm really not prepared today. I didn't even take a moment to figure out what the heck I'm doing. We still have this thing I could do a little work on. Naps happen. Yeah, old man. Look, I had some dental work done. I had 2 teeth extracted on, what day was that? Wednesday. And, you know, I had some teeth pulled out when I was a teenager. I had braces put on. And I was thinking, you know, it's not going to be that big of a deal. They'll pull it out, and it'll hurt a little after. I'll be a little sore. Man, that thing bled for like 8 hours or something like that. Well, maybe not that long. Maybe about... Well... My brain is not braining now, so it was done around maybe 9. Yeah, 8 hours. About 8 hours. Yeah, bled about 8 hours. And I just felt like weak after. I felt wobbly. I felt like I got beat up. And then I got like a scratchy throat the next day. And so I've just been kind of, I don't know, trying to get over getting beat up and my money took by the dentist. Although he was good. I'm not saying that. He was actually pretty good. But it took a lot more out of me than I was expecting. Oh, hey, what's going on there, Kenzo? What's going on? The Valentine's Day here in Brazil is the 12th of June. I see. We got the tea. I didn't even have my tea yet. All right. Lower that a little. What's the sound effect like? Yeah, that's all right. Take your teeth, your money, your youth, your energy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And your dignity. You lift out your dignity, Ed. I mean, they stick a doorstop in your mouth and you just like stay open there and let a grown man take a pliers to your to you and just yoink your head around. I should have dealt with it when I was younger, so it's all good. I got 2 more wisdom teeth I still need to have pulled out, but that's going at the very end of the list. I'm not doing that now. That's coming. Put that off for a while. Where were we? This is pretty much done. I need to do some more of this gray. Watch me get the wrong gray. Still have 3. Yeah, that's me too, Kenzo. I had 3 total, and but they got 2. They got rotted out, man. Where one of them destroyed another molar, and they had to pull it. So that was the 2 that they pulled, was a wisdom tooth and a molar. I had a root canal about a month before that. But the root canal, it was longer in the chair and more expensive. But the extraction, yeah, it didn't take that long. I just didn't expect it to feel like I got beat up for days afterwards. Look at Thor. What's up, Thor? Happy Saturday, buddy. Put this forward. Yeah, like that, I think. This is definitely going to need all kinds of touch-up. $4K, yeah, no, I do have insurance, Kenzo, but the benefit isn't enough to get it all done in 1 year. So I did a little last year. I'm doing some this year, and I'll probably have to do some for the next. Maybe next year I'll wrap it up. But I still have to come, out of pocket a certain amount. I think it was like $160 for the 2 extractions. There was 2 extractions and 1 fill-in, $160, which is not anywhere near what it would be, obviously. Yeah, and that's why I was like, you know what? I have the insurance now, the dental. I don't have health insurance, but I have the dental. I was like, I might as well get it. Start working on it now. Also, I look at family members and stuff I know that have lost most of their teeth, and that just doesn't seem like a good time as you get older. All right. Where's the Just happy I didn't have any pulled. Well, they going to pull those wisdom teeth, or are they going to leave them in there, man? Normally they pull the wisdom teeth, but if you had all that done and they didn't pull them, then your teeth were probably. That's kind of unusual for the wisdom teeth to be staying in there like that. So they must have been doing pretty good. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I don't know if this is going to look right or not. I want to make this middle part darker. I know it all kind of matches, but for some reason I just want to make the middle part a darker shade of gray. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and we'll see what it looks like. I do think maybe having another section the same color to pull it together would would look better, but I don't really think there's anywhere else on here to paint the darker gray, so I'm just going to paint this middle part darker, and it is what it is. Darker shade of gray, right? Time's moving way too fast. Yeah, it does that. You know what I didn't do? I didn't share this on the gram. Let me do that real quick. Hey, what's going on, Briscoe? You know, though, it is really hard to go wrong with gray as a color. Gray is just really good terrain color or prop color. Dioramas 2.0. This is not the 1.0 version or 1.5. We have officially made it to 2.0. What's up, Dioramas? What's up, Random Diorama? This is right on time. I'm making some movie sets for Playmation. Very cool, very cool. this will work to tie it together. Yeah, I guess that's enough contrast. I was gonna make them like red or something, but you know what? I think maybe just dark gray will work for that. Fat Red Foo, hey everyone, can't stay, may or may not be back. It's my anniversary. Much love, everyone. Right on, Fat Red. Go have some anniversary time. Oh, James Lucas. What's going on, James? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Oh, unless I just haven't been paying attention, which is also completely possible. Not gonna lie, I'm just gonna watch some Stranger Things. Right on, hi, it's me. Where's the white? I just had the stupid. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think this is the third stream I'm working on this one thing, which is kind of long for me. Usually, I usually keep these projects to 1 or 2 streams. Where is this gray? I really hope that that's the same bottle and it doesn't give me crap. find out. Oh yeah, James, I understand, man. No worries. Darn adulting. Always in the way. I'll be back, my people. Right on, J Dioramas. Is there a new season of Stranger Things out, or is that just, is he just rewatching? Or just catching up, maybe? I canceled my Netflix a while back, so I don't even know. How have you been, Rednam? It's been interesting lately, James, honestly, but I'm doing pretty good this week. Doing pretty good. Not too shabby. Earlier I told everyone I got a couple of teeth pulled on Wednesday, and I felt kind of beat up. A little worn down, a little bit of a sore throat, but nothing too bad. The day of that, though, I felt beat up. I don't know. It just, man, I just felt like I was trying to fight a cold or something almost. But yeah, aside from that, this week there's been a couple of points of interest, but some of it is not, probably not streamable. But not too bad. Things have been going in the right direction. Logic Blaster, doing well. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man, like, James, for real, I just didn't realize, like, I had teeth pulled when I was a kid. I had some crowding, and they had to pull some out to make room for braces, but yeah, dude, it was like, I felt so run down. I had to do that night, and I was just barely alive. I was just sitting there, kind of zonked, kind of weak, like a little wobbly legged and everything. It was just, I expected pain and soreness. I didn't expect all the other stuff, and I'm sure it's different every time and different for everyone, but yeah, it made me feel like poop. It doesn't help either, probably. My blood sugar gets low pretty easily if I'm ever doing anything, especially, and when you can barely stand to, you know, you're bleeding in your mouth, so you're not really eating very much. I'm sure that didn't help either. Yeah, you know, Ed, I haven't decided. I was thinking about it. Just a little, like in the 10 minutes I was setting up for the stream, and I still can't decide. I just can't figure that out. So what I might do is I might build another piece with this while I'm thinking about it. They were cranking on it? Nah, man, I'm not. Look, if there's not enough anesthetics, I'm letting them know pretty quick. Pretty quick. I felt it a little bit, you know? Like, just a little bit. I definitely felt, obviously, the pressure and, you know, your head's getting jerked all over the place, but the pain of it deep down in the jaw, I felt it a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me to say anything. The one that has gotten me before, though, is when they don't put enough in, and then they the drill, like something about the drill, like the frequency of it, it travels up your tooth and like into your skull, and it's just like that, you know, just horrible. Feels horrendous. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times, but not with this dentist, actually. And I think a lot of it depends on the dentist you go to. Because when I went to, like, the real cut rate budget dentists before in the past, I've had that happen a lot more. I think they were just trying to cheap out on the Novocaine. But this guy, nah, he shoots me up with it and pretty much don't feel anything. He's been pretty good. Yeah, man. I don't know, Ed. What do you think? It's kind of hard to say, right? Like, either one would look good. You get your teeth drilled without Novocaine? I don't even know if I want to believe that, Ed. Speed drill's okay. Slow drill will rattle your brain. I'd build a full med bay myself. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. Actually, did see someone after that. He was good, but Tim Watley from Seinfeld vibe. Yeah. Ed, I'm also like the type of person. Have you ever tried like a sonic toothbrush? I can't stand those things. Like, it's not possible for me to use it. It makes my... I don't know how to put it. It makes my teeth itch. My nose vibrates. It's basically intolerable. Like, the second I put the toothbrush on that crazy sonic vibrating mode, it's over, man. Can't stand it. Normal electric toothbrush is fine. What's wild is I'm sitting here painting right now. I'm just remembering that while I was sleeping on my lazy boy just now napping, I was having a dream, and it just came back to me, part of it, just a vague impression of it. I know it was something to do with a basement. I don't know if I think it was my basement, although I don't have a basement. I can't remember it. It's very fleeting. It's crazy that just some of it popped back into my head though just now. Maybe because I'm like zenning out doing this. Makes my sinuses go nuts, yeah. Huh. Well, all right, Ed. Yeah, I'm a big wuss now. I remember being younger, I would just try to take the pain and be like, all right, yeah, it's okay, I'll just take them. Now I'm like, drugs. Yep, more drugs. Right there, give me some more drugs. Little more. Yep, that's cool. I'm not trying to do all that. Drill my teeth with no Novocaine. I don't know, Ed. I hear what you're saying, but I would still be like, yeah, just stick it all around there, and then we'll add a couple more sticks in the tooth after for good measure. I have returned briefly. Says ye old fat red foo. Alright, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. They're just random builds, James. Yep, just random builds. Haven't sold them. Haven't sold them. Might put them up for sale. I don't know, but probably gonna end up doing a series of items in this vein for a little bit. We'll see. I'm kind of thinking along the lines of what Ed was saying before too, like maybe a whole spaceship medical bay. But you know me, who knows? What's up, hi, it's me. Hi, it's me. What season of Stranger Things are you on? Crap. That was a giant load of not painting where I should. It's alright, we're gonna have to do touch-up anyway. Let's try a smaller brush. Just finished the Bob scene. It's been a minute since I've watched it, man. I don't remember exactly where that is. Fat Red Foo with the $20 super chat. Happy Valentine's Day, brother. Sorry I missed a bunch of the stream. You didn't have to do that, Fat Red, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very much, man. And definitely, you know, don't spend too much time with me. If you have someone else that needs some attention today, man. It's okay, but thank you for the super chat very much. We have company. Oh, nice. 8th episode on the 2nd season. All right, hi, it's me. Is this your first time watching through it? I got snacks today. I got my post-stream or mid-stream. I feel like I should be doing sponsors with this, but we got some Entenmann's donuts. Look at that half-eaten coffee crumble donut right there. I used to think that prepackaged donuts like this were not going to be great, and they're actually pretty great. They're actually pretty great. It's different than a fresh donut. It's like a totally different beast. You got to look at it as a different animal altogether. But they're pretty good. No, I've rewatched it 3 times already. Right on. Hi, it's me. Yeah. Take care, man. Yeah, the hard part with those donuts is just I try to just eat one at a time. That's the goal. One donut at a time. I used to try one per day, but that never works out. At least just one per serving. Yeah, the chocolate covered ones are really good. But you know, the other two, like the I don't know what you call that, I guess a glazed donut, and the coffee crumble one, because they don't sell them separately, they've kind of become, they're like a rarity in the donut package ecosystem. So I like them all. I like them all. They didn't used to carry Entenmann's in Texas, and I'm sure where Ed is, it's probably pretty big, but up north, every grocery store I remember as a kid had Entenmann's all over it. And I used to love the coffee crumble. I feel like it's not quite the same as what they sell up north, but they're still pretty good. They don't have all the different varieties down here, but I didn't see them for probably 15 years down here, and then they started carrying them. Yeah, that Entenmann's coffee cake is brutal, Ed. I mean, it's just so good. And I haven't seen a whole one down here. So the donut coffee cake is pretty close, and they sell the little mini, like the miniature coffee cake crumbles, but it's not the same as the big box one that I used to get in New York. The recipe is different, even though they look similar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole cake is where it's at. And you got to wonder, like, why as a company they would do that? Why would they not make it all consistent? But I guess it just has to do with the way it's batched, or maybe it just doesn't cook the same when you're making it for those smaller portions. Something, I don't know. Those were my mom's company is coming cake. Right on. Right on. Hey, Carol, how you doing? We're just sitting here watching paint dry very slowly. Why am I even painting the back of this since it's getting attached to a wall? I don't know, but I am. I'm awake, yeah. That's where I'm at. I wasn't awake, but I am now. People usually come to this stream to fall asleep, though, Carol, so it's, I know old Ted Darklaw used to fall asleep to this stream all the time, and I'm sure he was not alone. Yeah, Carol, it's like a science fiction cabinet thing. It might be. Ed was talking about it. I was talking about it because I wasn't really sure what they were at first, but they might be a med bay on a spaceship or something like that. We're gonna see. That seems likely, though. Those look amazing. Thank you. Where is Ted? Yeah, Ted is, every once in a blue moon Ted pops in, but Ted, you know, those guys are busy. Those guys are busy. This is pretty late. I imagine, I haven't spoke to Ted in a while, but I imagine, you know, you get burnt out on the old YouTubes, and Ted was jumping around, hanging out in lots of people's streams for years, so. For a while there, those Helladope guys were pretty much all over the place. Alright, we need some more white. Actually, let me do a little of this. goes. This always takes longer than I think it's going to whenever you have panels like this that are a different color. And this is more finicky than most because it's the white. Every little mistake is showing up on the white. You can't hide when you have anything painted white right there. Let's see, can I... Look at that, we got some more touch-up to do. Like once my hand gets tired, it's wibbly wobbly. All right, come on, dude. So all this would be like a million times easier if I would paint the parts separately. At least it would be easier to get clean lines. It just doesn't work well with my building process. If I was planning out what the heck I was doing, then sure, painting everything separately might make more sense. Or if I built this and then... It's also hard to hold on to parts separately, but you could tape them down on something. But yeah, I would need to know what the thing was going to look like if I was going to paint it separately. So building a prototype first and then maybe doing a batch of all the items painted separate might make sense. But for the first one, it's kind of hard to do that with. Alright, let's get some white. Or you know what, before we do that, let's do another coat of this darker gray in the middle. Just, it's too chunky now. Nobody wants to see chunky paint. Yeah, Farad, I was thinking that myself earlier. So we're thinking similar. I was thinking that. Those brackets you concepted a year ago connecting the top to the bottom. Yeah. They would look cool with the Stargate, Briscoe. But if we're being honest, what wouldn't look cool with the Stargate? Can you name anything that would not be cooler with a Stargate sitting in the background? That's the beauty of the Stargate franchise, is it can cross all time periods. You can have fantasy looking stuff, you could have alien looking stuff, Egyptian, and it all goes with the Stargate. It's like the Frank's Red Hot of the fantasy world. I don't know if you guys have the Frank's Red Hot commercials wherever you guys are. Someone will get that joke, maybe. A floating yellow chair? Yeah. Yeah, the floating yellow chair seems to be popular too. Right. There you go. There you go. I have been making an effort the last several months to not curse so much because I've had a potty mouth my whole life, and that's it's kind of difficult to even conversate. It's weird when you're so used to it. Very weird. That's the wrong color, dude. No! That was bound to happen. Hey, Michael Dumas, what's going on, man? What are you talking about, man? I swear all the time I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, seriously. But you know, it's funny because in casual conversation or with people I'm comfortable talking with, it just wants to come out all the time. But if you're in a professional situation, like, or if you're talking to a customer or a client or something, you know, for work, you can cut it off. And so it's just weird. You know, as soon as I get comfortable or I'm just feeling chill. Yeah. All right. Let's try the correct color this time, shall we? After all this work on these, you build that made for them. Yeah, Ed, that's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. I thought you were going to say after all this work on these, I decide that I don't like the color and I just paint them red and dark gray. Repaint the whole thing. I missed a side. A smaller brush. Didn't mean to click that. Are we almost done? Good grief. Oh, that's the side I missed. Of course. Of course it is. The beautiful Cobweb was in the house. What's up, Cobb? How you doing, man? All right. What do we got here? What time is it? It is still... Oh, it's already 12:30? What? Well, I started late. Wow, this has been going an hour and 20 minutes. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like 35 minutes, so... Now what the heck do I do? I need to do something else now. But there's really not much left to do on here. Oh, you know what? I could paint this bar in the front. I was going to do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary or not. The color of the bar will dictate whether or not it looks like a med bay, you know? An operating table would be good, James, but I feel like I need to do a little visual poking around to see, you know, get a couple of reference images in my head before I just haul off and make one. I mean, I could just make one, and it might be okay. If I make this bar red, it'll definitely look like a med bay. If I make it green, it'll look more like something else, like science-y. If I made it black and yellow stripe, it would look like a repair station. It's funny, but if you think about it, just this one stupid little, this right here, this bar, or this, you know, faux trim piece in the front, whatever the coloration is of that, because everything else is so neutral, it would go a long way to setting the tone for the rest of what it would look like. Splash guard in between them would be cool, Cobb. We were talking about it earlier. Is this like part of it was to just have a solid wall where they were set up on, and then another thought was to have like columns, and then yet another thought. Fat Red mentioned I had drawn up these like beams, metal beams that connect the sides on a console a long time ago that I never implemented. So I'm still not sure what I'm doing with that, because it kind of matters on how I'm going to set it up in a whole diorama. If it's going to be on a wall, then it doesn't need those side supports. But if it might be a little more free floating or moving around, I kind of like the beams on the side. beams on the side sound kind of cool. But I'm still undecided on that. A gurney would be cool too. Let's take a poll. We could take a poll, Ed, except I think if I do anything but red, it's going to look not medbay-ish. Let's see. Why can't I add another poll choice? You can go with red. We all know your obsession with red. Plus, this stream started on Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's true. Why is it not letting me add another poll choice? What the heck? That's weird. I could have swore there was an option here for me to add a third or fourth poll item. Yeah, there always is. It's only letting me do 2 items, and that's not enough. Alright, screw it. Red it is. Wow, this red looks like blood on the white. It's really gonna need a few coats for it to cover and kind of smooth out too. Wow. On this lonely holiday. Yeah, as soon as I put the other finger to stabilize it, I mess it all up. What the heck, dude? Definitely gonna need some touch up here. I should have used a card to help paint it, but whatever. That's what I should have done. Alright, let's see what a section with a card comes out like. Yeah, that's better. Alright, well, maybe we'll go back in and redo that part. This brush is much better for this. Man, that red is loud, isn't it? It's kind of making me want to go back to all white. It had such like a sciencey, chill look before. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, man. Trust the process. Trust the process. I think. I can't hear you over the red, right? It is like that, dude. That's not a joke. That's an actual, factual statement. It is not playing around. I might not even keep the red, which will be really fun because if I have to cover it, with white again, it's gonna take like 4 coats probably. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm looking at it, and I know if I put it on a wall and I throw some things like a med kit or something, it'll tie it together, you know. It'll make more sense. It's growing on me slowly. Too lazy to type it. It doesn't suck though. Just giving you crap. Yeah, no, you're cool. You're cool. I mean, the red with the white. It's like a retro vibe, right? It's not something you would see now. It would be like, this is something they would do if you were making a science fiction show in the 60s or something, there'd be like the red and white striped kind of stuff. All right, let's let that dry for a moment. Maybe we'll have some seltzer. Red looks good. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. It's kind of streaky right now too, because the first coat. But it'll get better. Look at that. Look at that nasty line. Unprofessional. See, this side looks good, except for right there. This side looks janky. Not perfect. Logic Blaster. Random diorama, your videos are amazing. Very educational in terms of creating things. Thank you, Logic Blaster. Appreciate it. It's Halloween sexy nurse color. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Sexy sci-fi nurse. Like, or was it the nurse on the cover of Blink-182? Was it their self-titled album? No, Enema of the State. That was the name of the album. Enema of the State. That kind of goes. Man, you were doing so good, then bam, disappointing smudge. Unbelievable. I know, right? What kind of amateur hour is this place? It's actually not that bad. The thing is like, if I paint in the line all the way down, it'll be almost even. Nah. It's just really hard to paint all the way down the line, so normally I just paint like right up to the edge of the line where the indentation starts, because you can kind of like ride the brush along the line and get it to look a little more even. I'll just come in from the other side with a card and paint some white in, and that'll be fine. Come on, dry, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Fat Red. I don't know where it would go. It kind of doesn't make sense up top, because the very top is like, it's going to be too tall, no one would ever look up there. It could be something like I could put another piece of trim on the bottom here. Red might look okay. But I'm just thinking you could still tie it in with details, right? I mean, there could be like a sticker here or a warning sign that's red, or maybe some kind of medical symbol. There could be things that are on the wall that can pick up the red. And I think that'll probably work. Also, as soon as I build another counter that has red, it'll pull it together. Probably. Chunk out of there. Crap. False trim around the top. Yeah. Sure, they do that on hutches. That just doesn't give me medbay vibes, though, Fat Red. False trim is something you would do for, like, because you're trying to make it look fancy. You know, like in a household setting or maybe like a hotel. But in a medbay or something, I would expect everything to be functional. I mean, there might be... I guess there could be some function reason. If the ceiling of the ship, if it was a spaceship and the ceiling of it was like curved and low, there might be a red strip around the whole ceiling. But just to throw a random piece of trim feels like someone would have put that there to be decorative, and you wouldn't put something decorative on... Look, this is just my brain. It doesn't have to totally make sense, but it does make sense to me. In this moment, probably change my mind completely on the next thing I build. Always looks better with that second coat of paint. Looks a little more solid. Yeah, if the top cabinet is attached to the ceiling, yeah, I could see that. Now, you're cool. Brackets could be red, but you should have painted it all red with white stripes. Look, I didn't think about it. I didn't even know what it was going to be in the beginning. Everything could have had, like, I could have planned a piece of red trim in and all that, you know, that would have made sense, but it's all right. It's all right, guys. It's all right. I could have done the beams on the side red, but it's all right. It looks good gray. It looks good. It looks like the beams are structure and they're a material, and then the red is clearly there to denote that it is for a specific use. Shut the hell up, eh? Paint it poop brown. Brown will work. It's long overdue. All right. I shouldn't do this now. I should wait till the paint is totally dry, but I'm going to do it anyway. Fat Red Scream time. That time the Scream was Fat Red and Ed. It was here, we'll do two. Wow, I don't believe it is an hour and 45 minutes just painting that again. Wow. 3 streams this took. It's all the trim, man. All those little painting around the edges of all that trim takes so much time. It really needs one more coat of red. Let's give it a little time to dry a little bit more. The thing I like most about Maker Streams, especially if I'm also working on something, is that it has that nostalgic art class feel where we're all just shooting the bull and vibing off each other. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. That is pretty much this stream. Radnom in 2 minutes. Darn, now I've got a white smut. Yeah, that's going to happen for sure. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. Although it looks like it's drying pretty good. Yeah, the spitballing part's good. The ideas back and forth is good. And it's almost not even that much half the time about what I'm building, right? It's just kind of hanging out. And that building is almost like just a background conversation thing. And that's cool. Totally cool. I kind of want to do more file cabinets. It wouldn't go with this. I'd have to make them that style, but... No, I miss the other file cabinets. Now that Ed has some of those file cabinets, I just kind of want like a bunch of them. Don't ask me what I'll do with them. Operating table, gurney was good. Maybe some kind of random medical equipment. Oxygen tanks would look cool, although that would make it look more 50s, not sci-fi. Love my filing cabinets. Glad to hear it, Ed. Glad to hear it. They look good in the shot you did, in the diorama you had. you get any more props for that? Love my following. The red looks great. Thank you, Kenzo. Thank you. Yeah, it's looking more solid now that it's got the few coats on there. And I really like the indie post you did with the Nazi dude. That's cool. Not yet. Gonna shop around tomorrow and see what I could find. If I don't find anything, then it's back to making some. Yeah, Ed, I mean, I'm thinking some stick-built like office-y stuff. Or you could use some Sculpey too, but like the little file cabinet or a filing tray thing, either the wireframe style or the stackable would be cool. I feel like all that organization stuff would be really easy to build, you know, but you'd have to get a period. And I remember some of the other stuff you said was really cool too. I don't want to give away. I just realized I don't want to give away what we talked about, but yeah. That guy, yeah. Yeah. What do we got? It's 1:02 a.m. And although I've only been going for an hour and 51 minutes, which it doesn't feel like, you know what it is? It's the nap. That's what it is. Normally I'm like dying on here towards the end, but I had a 3-hour nap before I got on here, or a 3-hour blackout, unintentional. So I actually still feel pretty good, but it's late. It's 1:02 a.m. Probably going to wrap it up here in a second. Hell of a dio, Ed. Did you make that? Yeah, he's been working on it. I've made some manila folders. Yeah, that sounds good. A coat rack, or you mean a hat rack? Oh, no. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. You mean like a stand, like the single pole stand with the spokes coming out of it? I have one of those in my garage, actually. I pulled it out of the trash near a Asian restaurant like 15 years ago. Oh, that tomb. Yeah, I remember that thing. Yeah, that tomb looks cool. That's the one that's got the resin bits and all the little carving in the foam. It's very detailed. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. It's 1:04 a.m. I know I started a little late, so it's a little short, but it is normal time to end. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you, Fat Red, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Special shout out to all of my channel members. I appreciate you guys and everyone that just shows up and talks, and even the lurkers. I know you're out there. Appreciate everyone. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and see you next week. And where's that end stream button? There we go.